Woo. My hair. See, Anja. It's how to set on. Let's set. Wait on Anja. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Judith. We're gonna figure this thing out. I'm waiting on Anja. Yeah, I'm trying to, Deborah. Me and Judith went for it last night. No love. Hello, Joanne. Yeah. Hello, Cordelia. One sec. Okay. Let's see, can I get it this time? You know you don't know you look a hot mess till you see yourself. I'm waiting on you, Anja. I'm thinking it's not working. I'm up here just a phone. I'm like, where is she? Where is she? I can't find her. Oh my Lord. I'm thinking me and Jude going through the same thing. So I'm thinking it's not working. Hello, Diane. If I didn't, I'm going back and forth through screens. If I didn't see you come in, baby. Because I don't know how to convert the screens yet. Are you laughing at me, Deborah? Oh, goodness. Maybe that's why you need 2 computer screens. One for the Zoom and one for the oh goodness. Where is it at? Okay, there you go. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Did I do it?
I'm here. I'm here.
You here?
I'm here.
Hold on. I can't wait.
Sorry, I had to pee. For the YouTube world, I know that was everything. Everybody wanted to know that. But Johan, that's not how it works. Come. I'm not that easy. And no, Diana did not eat too much watermelon. I saw that. Do you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay, good. So
I'm still lost. Okay.
Okay.
Is there an echo?
Echo? No.
No? Okay. Everybody hear me just fine? Oh, sounds good. Okay.
Okay. Beautiful.
Okay. It says sounds good.
Okay, then I believe that.
Hello, Mad Dog.
Mad Dogs.
Wrong side.
We're good in the hood.
Okay.
Good. We got it.
Okay.
Oh God,
I'm excited.
Subscribers today. I think I have to make a statement that I wasn't bitching about God and the church. I think I have to write a little note on my video. I think I offended people today, but I didn't mean it. I was not bitching about the belief in God and the church. I was bitching about the Vatican and what the church did to people in the name of God. I think I have to clarify that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, gotta fix that later on. So, got it.
I got to figure out how to get that back feed out. Because I'm getting back feed and I don't know how to stop that.
Oh. Oh, you hear yourself? Because I don't hear you with echo or anything. I hear you just fine. Whoa.
Yeah, it's like yeah, I hear myself. I don't need to hear myself. I'm sorry, but I don't.
Maybe turn on and off the volume.
If I turn down the volume, I won't be able to hear you.
No, I mean on and off, just on and off quick.
Oh, like when I talk? It might be something I need to adjust on my side, but I'll figure it out sooner or later.
Oh yeah, YouTube. Mad Dog said mute your YouTube. They have YouTube running in the background?
Okay.
Yeah, just pause the video and then you can read the chat.
I think I did it. Wait a minute. Say something?
Something?
Oh. Okay, I can still hear you. Okay. I still hear myself a little bit though. Not as much. That did help a little bit. Okay. Well, should I be on the Zoom room or should I be on YouTube? Mad Dog. Yeah, that did seem to work. I don't need to hear myself talk. That's annoying. So Anja, what's up? What's up, Anja? Talk to me, girl.
I talked to you.
You know, you're not talking to me.
No, I was waiting for you for your backup echo thingy.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, be on your... Mad Dog said, just be on your room, not YouTube.
Okay. Just be on the room, not YouTube. Okay. Well, how am I gonna see the chat?
Well, did you mute it, YouTube? Or did you pause it?
No, I didn't pause it.
Did you?
No.
Yeah, pause the YouTube video.
Pause the YouTube video?
Yeah, and you can still read the chat. Stop it, like...
Okay.
It will be good. Because that's probably what echoes.
It's got to be a better way to set this up.
The first time always hurts.
Yeah, I know, right? So at least I got it to work this time. I can see you and I see myself, which I don't know why, but I see myself. And I know the people see us.
Yeah, they do. And they hear us.
Okay. Okay, well.
We got it.
So what made you want to talk about witches?
Because that's my path, right? Forever. So, and since I notice people are still freaking out about the word or connected with negativity or bad juju, and especially in these times where I find people are awakening or so enlightened and they're still judging. So that's why I just thought I'd bring that in. And what happened to those poor people back then in the name of the church, and not because, like I said, not because of God or people believing in God. That's not the point I wanted to come across. I just wanted to prove what the church did in the name of God and what they did with other cultures that are living in harmony with nature or doing energy works, right? Energy work, which I believe they still try to control us. So that's why I thought I'd talk about it, how far it goes back, actually, that the Vatican is trying to control us or not wanting us to awaken our abilities that we all have, our inner light. So that's why I thought I brought that in. That's my history. The native have theirs, the Mayan have theirs. Other cultures, other tribes. So I thought I'd bring that in as well.
You feel pretty strongly about that, huh?
Yeah, I do. That's why I strongly believe.
Mm-hmm. On one of my videos, I was talking about that, on one of my rants, if you remember that.
Yeah.
And I was talking about how, they kill so many people behind that. But, in the Bible, Jesus performed a lot of miracles.
Yeah.
And, some of it, he used magic, like getting the mud, spitting in the mud, rubbing it on the man's eyes. That was a form of magic.
Yeah, it was. And it was healing work too.
Yes. But, they want to call that different.
Of course, that's then
The
that's
work
different.
Of
God, right?
Right. That's different. And then I made a comment while you was on live about, the churches that dance with snakes. That they believe that, they take upon serpents and they dance with serpents. And if they're not bitten, they have this belief that God has blessed them.
Yeah.
And if they bitten, they don't even go to the hospital, and if they die, they just die.
Yeah.
This religion, and then I was sitting up here thinking about they sit up here and they take the communion and they eat the flesh, they drink the blood. This represents the flesh and the blood, the body and the blood. Cannibalism.
And that's pretty sick, actually, right? If you think about it.
And I've been looking at this. I've been just sitting up looking at it, and I'm like, how many witches eat people?
You what?
How many witches eat people? I know we got.
I haven't tried one yet. I haven't.
You know. But you know, I heard of stories where, you know, the widows back in the days, if they had a significant amount of land, a man would call her a witch just to take her property. They kill them just to take over their property. It wasn't so much as, you know, these people were witches. They used that to take control.
As an excuse, especially women, especially women that were living by themselves and had property. They were like,
property, yes. You know, it was a way to control and get property.
Yeah.
It was greed. You know, it wasn't, you know, godly. It was greed.
Exactly. It had nothing to do. The whole work had nothing to do with God. And I forgot kind of to mention that in my video. I feel bad about it, that people hopefully not think I'm like all like judging about people believing in God, right? That's not my purpose.
Well, I'm going to make a point that it didn't have nothing to do with God. It had to do with greed.
Yeah, with greed and control. And look at the church today. I mean, the Vatican, right?
And it still today has to do with greed.
That's all what it is. Money, money, money.
And money.
They control pretty much all, you know, the Vatican, which most people don't know.
Yeah, they do.
Or don't want to hear, most likely.
That's why I crucify and I talk about these churches that's around me, especially, you know, with my pantry and churches around me have pantries. And all these people that started to come to me instead of going to these churches, they have pantries. You know, you have to wonder why. You know,
they could just...
why? Because they condemning these people before they even walk through the door. You sinning. That's why you in this position.
Exactly.
You know, judgment. You know, before you can walk through the door, you're being judged. You're being looked at. Like nobody can have a hard time or fall on hard times.
Yeah. It's like when my daughter was born in the States, and when I came back to her and not thinking where I moved, it was like the city I moved was total Roman Catholic, like totally Roman Catholic. And my daughter wasn't baptized. So that's how it started. I was forced to baptize my daughter in order to get her to school and kindergarten. Like, hello? I'm like, why do I have to baptize her? Because it's a Catholic school. I say everything is Catholic in this city. I'm like, every school, every kindergarten, every daycare place is Catholic. I say, now you won't force me to take on your belief or to pretend I take on your belief. And it was mostly about, in Germany, you have to pay taxes, right? If you're a member of the church, Catholic, whatever, you have to pay taxes from your income. Now, how sick is that? But of course, my daughter had to go to kindergarten or to school. So I did their stupid little ceremony. I just came by myself, right? I just got it over with. I'm like, yeah, do it, right? I'm like, whatever, has no effect on us. And he was like, oh, you didn't bring family or good father, good godmother. I'm like, no, I'm doing that to get her to kindergarten. I said, I don't care about the rest. And I was always wearing that, always. I had that back then, right? So. Plus, I was single raising. I said, I swear, if those people, if it wouldn't have been against the law, they would have burnt me on a stake, like just for being single, having a baby, not being married, having a baby, you know. Yes, Anton, they have better strip joints too. So, and then the time came for the Holy Communion, and I didn't stop my daughter. I said, if you want to go, go, right? And she was like, I don't know, I don't like it. And I said, well, maybe think about it. Say all the girls are going to wear white dresses and they're going to get presents. And she was like, no, mommy. She was like, I'm getting my presents from you anyways. I don't want to go. I don't want to get married to God. I'm like, okay. So, of course. And I never forced her into my belief ever. I always left it open for her, right? I would not do that. So the day came, I met it wasn't a priest, it was a diacon. He came and he was like, oh, your daughter is not registered yet. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going to. He was like, why? I'm like, she doesn't want to go. Well, she can't decide that yet. I'm like, didn't you just make an absolute awesome point? She can't decide that yet. And then he was like, you could see it in his eyes that he was thinking, fuck, right? I just sticked myself a hole. I'm like, yeah, right. She can't decide that yet. I'm not forcing her. She doesn't want to go. She doesn't have to go. And then, of course, he showed my pentagram. He was like, is that the reason for it? I'm like, don't even go there with me. I say, don't come. And I say, no. I said, no, I don't want that. And I don't need the Satan talk. I'm like, please don't. Yeah, but isn't it evil? I'm like, I said, please don't go there. I'm like, this is so not evil. I say, those are the elements, the circle of life. Oh, is it? I'm like, say no. Say later on when the moon is right, I'm going to go. I'm going to catch all the stray cats here. I'm going to have a goddamn party with them. I'm like, well, how about that? Yeah, but then he had to laugh, right? I'm like, I say, this is just nature. You know, my belief is just with the energies of nature. And my energy is, say, so it's nothing evilish or negative. So, but that's how far I went, right? And I was always looked at. Like if I would have had property, they would have put me on a stack. Like that's how bad the city was.
You brave.
So.
You are brave.
Yeah, I'm not going to have them force me. Okay, this was the only thing they could force me to because it's the law to send them to school and to kindergarten. So, and I didn't need like child services coming after me, right?
You're right.
That was the only reason.
I couldn't imagine going through that.
Not just pissed me off. It was just like, you're forcing me to become a member of the church so I can take my daughters to school. Or is it so I can get my taxes, my 20 euro a month? I'm like, is that what you want? I say, can I pay them just monthly to you without doing that whole ceremony spiel? I say, you can't close her third eye anyways. He was like, what are you talking about? I say, you don't even know the rituals of the church. I say, that's the issue. Most of you people don't even know the meaning behind. I said, what you're doing, I said, and I explained it to him. I said, what you're doing is actually a ritual. No, it's not a ritual. I'm like, yeah, the church has rituals. Yes. I say, everything is a ritual. Your whole mat is it's a ritual. I say, and that whole baptizing and you know, it's closing the third eye. He was like, I don't know what the third eye is. I'm like, well, go to the library, find out. I say, but you're not going to do that. So because it has no power over us.
You're right. It is a ritual. You know, yeah. Catholics, I think, you know, Christianity and Catholics, they've committed the most sin and the most killings it is. And then with the, you know, the little boy thing, the molestations they got going on.
That's another subject, yeah.
Yeah.
And nothing happens to them.
Nothing.
They get deported to another territory, in another country, in another town district, and that's it.
And that's it. No punishment.
You know, I get more jail for driving over the neighbor's cat by accident.
Hello, Fancy Feathers.
Hi, Fancy.
That's another thing. They get a slap on the wrist, if even that.
She got a wrench.
Yeah. I don't know. Religion, we can get into religion really hard. Jesus did magic. They want to squash it as miracles. They want to call them miracles. So, I guess you can consider what you do as miracles too if you heal somebody. We're gonna
but then it's called
miracles.
And it's called witchcraft, right? A negative.
If he heals somebody, it's a miracle. So if you heal somebody, it's clinically a miracle too, right? So we're gonna call your stuff instead of witchcraft. If you heal somebody, we're gonna call it a miracle too, because they say we can do what he do too. So if you healing somebody, then it's called a miracle. So we're gonna say it's a miracle.
Yeah, but the thing is, they don't want us to do miracles, I mean, in all our community, like everybody has their own gift and their own purpose, right? Everybody has another gift or another thing that they do and good at, and they just don't want us to do that. They don't want us to do miracles, because then how do they excuse what they're doing? How do they excuse their power games?
Well, it's got to be more people like us, to come together, this community, opening our eyes and knowing, we so little. And we need to just hopefully grow in number. That's the key part, is to growing in number and being able to step up and say, hey, it's not that many of us.
Yeah, Anton says performing miracles can put the pharmaceutical industry into bankruptcy. Yep, that's true. If everybody does what they can do.
Well, that's what they need to do, because some of them pharmaceutical stuff is killing people. It's habit forming. Then, you've been taking it, then, 3 or 4 years down the line, it causes cancer or something is wrong with the medication.
Let's say, just an example, you take migraine medication forever, and at one point you have kidney failure or something wrong with your kidneys because of the side effects.
Exactly. So
you get actually sicker from taking medication. I'm not saying that you never need to take medication, I'm not saying that ever, and that you should never go to a doctor. Sometimes we need the Western medicine, but as long as it's possible, we should do what we do. And if you have your energies in tune, I don't think you get sick that easily. Like when I got sick 2 weeks ago when I had my bronchitis, I wasn't sick for 6 years at least, not even a cold. And I got sick when we had that full moon.
Wow, fancy pants.
My, oh wow, 4 times in 7 days. What was I saying? Maybe there's a herb. Oh yeah, my bronchitis. Like it was at full moon and I was tired. And instead of taking that as a sign, rest because of the energy and everything, I did 3 healings that night. So not that it really drains me, but I shouldn't have done what I did that night. I should have just rested, because the next day I was sick. Plus other shit I have going on right now in my life that kind of like I wasn't balanced. I didn't have my inner balance, and that got me sick actually. But it worked out with my herbs, and even my doctor said it did a great job. Because I had to go to my checkup, and for my yearly, I have to go here for yearly because doctors are so rare, family doctors, and if you don't keep your schedule, that you're still on their list. you might lose that spot having a doctor, family doctor, you know?
Really?
So, I mean, it was just checking my eyes, taking my weight, telling me to stop smoking. And then I was able to go. And we talked about it. And actually, my doctor, he amazed me. So he said, so what did you take? So I told him this and this, and Irish moss. He was like, why Irish moss? I'm like, for inflammation and losing the mucus. He was like, cool. And then he said, oh, are you Wiccan? I'm like, no, not Wiccan. I say pagan. And so he was like, oh, that's cool. That means you're in tune with nature, with nature's energy, with Gaia's energy. Like, I almost dropped off the chair. I'm like, what? Like, really? I'm like, all right. I'm like, yeah, and I don't eat animals and cats that are alive. He was like, that's bullshit. That's from the church. I'm like, wow. I was like, cool. I come now every 3 months for a checkup. I like you, right? Like, so, like, we had a little talk about that. It was very interesting. I was surprised. So, but they're more out, even if you don't expect it.
I think the most thing that's making people sick these days is stress. I think it's, you know, that's the biggest opener for most people. Is stress. Because I know I go through a lot of it. I know a lot of my friends go through a lot of it. And they've been hospitalized due from stress, illnesses, heart attacks, strokes. That's the leading factor right there.
Yeah, stress is a silent killer.
Edwin, hey. It is.
Anton said it. The mind can be our worst enemy if we have no control over it. Yep, that's true.
It's true.
And that's what I meant with balance. I wasn't in balance when I got sick. Like, I could even feel it. Like, by now I can even feel it. So, and I knew the signs, but I ignored the signs. So, my lesson. Yeah, stress and worry. That's true, Johan.
Yeah, fancy fellas, that's true. It might be anxiety and not depression. They fast won't put you on depression pills. That is true.
Yeah. It's like, even though, like, I describe this depression and anxiety like this, like, if you have depression, you live in the past. If you have an anxiety, you live in the future that hasn't happened yet. That's just something, how I see it, personal. I'm not saying it's proven or all right. That's just something that makes sense for me. Like, because if you're depressed, you miss something, you know, or you had issues in the past that happened to you, traumas, or you can't have something, whatever reason. And and if you start worrying, you get anxiety, and that's mostly about what's going to happen in the future, what's going to be tomorrow, what's going to be next week, what, right?
You never listen to my gut.
Yeah.
Well, don't let nothing make you sick, fancy feathers.
Exactly, Anton.
All negativity.
Without present, there's no future. That is true. So that's why I tried myself. I try to live, as Anton says, I try to live in the present. I mean, right now, it's hard for me because I have some problems. I'm not bringing them up now. It's just, I'm saying, right? So that's kind of affecting me right now. So I really have a hard time keeping my balance, but I'm trying. Vitamin B and beer. Oh, I thought vitamin B is beer, IOX. B for beer. You know? Yeah. So, I mean, we got to let the past go. You can't change the past anymore. And even if you turn around and look at it, look back at it, oh, I could have, should have, would have. I mean, we all did things we're not proud of. We all had things happening to us. You can't change them anymore. So, and I think that's what's happening right now to a lot of us, especially with chakras opening, with the energies, that now is a good time to release all that. And I think because we're releasing, it comes to the surface and we feel that again and we get hit with it again. And that's, you know, do I make any sense? Because I can't talk, as I said.
Oh, you talk perfectly fine, Anja. We enjoy you talking. We enjoy you.
So that's why I think it hits us so hard right now. I mean, most people think, oh, not like, I'm not talking of any in our community, but most think, oh, chakra opening, it's so cool, it's so nice, it's glowy, woo. But once you open it, shit comes out, like, and then you get confronted with it, and then you have the possibility to let it go, because if your chakra is blocked, everything that stays in there, you know. So that's why I think, yeah, chakra work, yeah, but be prepared for the impact.
And having time to meditate, you know, having time to yourself to sit and meditate. That's a lot of it too. Get away from all the noise, all the excitement, having that at least that hour time to just close your eyes and just take that deep breath and meditate.
You're really time for ourselves. And I think especially in these days where we're like trained and raised to work in a machinery, right? Working for the profit of the corporation. I mean, yes, I do understand we have to work for a living, but that's what it should be, right? Work,
Right.
make your money, go home and live. So, but with constantly being in stress, like I know that from myself, like when I sit down one day and I do nothing, like nothing, I start feeling guilty. Like, oh shit, maybe you should do this, maybe you should that. So, I mean, I calmed down a lot. There was a time I was constantly getting up, doing something, and if I just wiped the table again, just so I could say I did something. But that's so wrong. It's so nice just to do a day, nothing, and it's right.
Nothing. It's all right. I used to be a workaholic, so yeah, I know. My mom used to get mad at me because that's all I thought about was work, 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 work. I was the type I worked double shifts if they needed to. I work every day, double shifts. Wouldn't take no off days. Just work. And she started calling me a workaholic. That's all you think about is work, work, work. It happens. It happens to the best of us.
It does. IOX. I don't feel that guilty to make your sandwich. You had watermelon. You should be good. Oh, no, you didn't have. Mike Ray had watermelon. No, you can't change the past. It's not possible.
I wish you could.
Yeah,
I always think about if I could go back in time, there'd be a lot of things done differently. If I could turn back the hands of time. You know that song.
Yeah. But you know what? Maybe it wasn't meant for us to have it happen different than it happened to us, because that's how we became who we are today.
True. I'll probably be a totally different person if, things wouldn't happen to me the way they did,
I mean, if I would be a spoiled bitch, like grow up wealthy, have everything shovel up my ass, and having daddy's credit card, or a family that's constantly pampering me, maybe I wouldn't be the person who I am today. Maybe my spirituality would have never ever awakened, you know?
True.
I would still be in that boring pattern of whatever.
You know, you just wonder why you have to go through things. And, you know, some of it may because you need to know or know how it feels, or be able to talk to or minister spiritually to other people, you know, because I can talk to other people, you know, I come across and I can know how a person feels by, you know, you can get on their level, so to speak. You know, I can come across I can hit pretty hard on some people spiritually on some of the bad effects or, you know, negative things that they've happened in their life. I can get down with them and understand exactly where they're coming from.
Yeah.
You know, and they love that. You can understand exactly where they're coming from. You know, instead of somebody just talking to and they have no clue or can't fathom what they're talking about. You know?
Yeah, exactly. You can give advice because you've been through the same shit, for example, right? You can honestly, truly listen to them with your heart because you know you've been there, and you can give advice and it helps them again. So if you wouldn't have been through that shit, you would be like, what are you whining about? You know, change it.
You know, when I was doing my live feed today, I went into some dark places in my life, and people start saying, well, you know, since we're making confessions, this happened. I'm like, well, I want to try and get people to confess nothing, you know, but it happens. It happens. You know, I've done lives and stuff and start doing things, and people start opening up and telling their stories. It opens up people to tell their stories because, you know, I'm open with mine. Mine is open book, you know. I was asking help for the pantry today, and somebody asked me something, and I just kind of went way off field. And I started talking about my life, and it led to one conversation after another. And my chat, you know, they said I had them crying for a minute, and then, you know, they're like, shoot, now we confessing. So, you know, people love to be able to relate to you.
Yeah, that they open up, you know.
Yeah.
And that's maybe also, I think, about what's happening now. People getting, you know, people releasing right now, because I personally find that this is really a good time to release old stuff right now.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people notice that. And even people that are not spiritual, they need to release too. And just by telling a story, it will open them up, and they release it talking, you know, it helps them.
It does.
You understand, and it's important to be understood. Hi, Anna. Is your phone charged again?
Hello, Raven.
So that's why I think it's a good thing. I mean, now I say it's a good thing. Back then I was like, fuck me, like, really? Like, did I say here, like, dish it out or what? Right? So it's like, did I ask twice or something? But today it's good, because today I know for sure I would have never become maybe I would have, but I can't believe that if I would have lived in luxury and in a life fully of love, that, because then I would have had everything and I would have never tried to become more or work for it. And I think how the universe works is it needs to see some effort.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like,
That does. Makes a lot of sense.
so if we were rich, I'd be traveling over India, Tibet. Yeah, that would be another thing. Yeah. You see, now I would do that. Like, oh shit, I forgot the name of it. Help my brain, it's too late. A big mountain.
Oh, always.
Oh shit. Not Tibet, in Africa. Jesus Murphy. No, my brain is not functioning. But like Anton, these days I have the urge. I would go to Thailand or Tibet or Nepal because those places are special. Back in the days, I would have said, let's go to Spain on the beach and drink sangria. Well, no, I have to lie. No. Oh, yes, Anna. Well, no, I was, with 18, I was different already. I was always a bit different, but that was my path. Like when I was 18, my dream was always going to Romania to see Castle Dracula because I was a little new waver. Like back then it was called New Wave. These days it's Gothic. I was walking around like Robert Smith from The Cure, you know, like, and all in black. Just to piss off my mother. It was just to piss off my mother, mostly. So, yeah, and so I thought, I'm like, okay, your first trip that you pay from your own first salary, because I started my apprenticeship back then. And everybody, oh, cool, come with us to Spain, to Mallorca, which is like party city. I'm like, no. I say, how about you come with me to Romania, to Transylvania? They were looking at me like it was just released for the weekend out of the mental institution and off my meds. Like, why would you go to Romania? I'm like, I want to see Castle Dracula. Awesome shit. I said, the real Castle Dracula, there's history. I said, he wasn't a bad guy. Like, yeah, he did some, not to recommend that shit to do it, but he protected his people. I said, the history, I just want to go there. And it got beautiful nature. It's called Brashnov. Brashnov is a city, not tiny little village. And then it had another name, something Brashnov, but I forgot. And that's like, you could say like the Rockies. Beautiful, beautiful. So I've been there for 3 weeks. I had the best time of my life. I was by myself. And people couldn't like understand that there was an 18-year-old traveling by herself in Romania and Transylvania. They were like all like, like I remember the first night when we got there, we still got a little evening snack. And there were those two women, they were like 40, I was 60, I say 18, and they were like 40, 45. So you're here to visit family? I'm like, nope. No, you're here with friends. I'm like, nope. Do you have friends coming? I'm like, nope. Is this investigation or something? I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm here to have holidays. Why would someone come to Transylvania? I'm like, oh, geez. I'm like, I come here because it's pretty. I want to see Castle Dracula. I want to see Siebenbergen, which is like all historical too, right? So, but lucky through these women, they were like, okay, we have family in Siebenbergen. That's the name of that city. And he's a teacher and he knows everything about the castle. You want to come? I'm like, yeah. So, and those people were so poor, like poor. I mean, I grew up poor. My grandparents were poor, but that was poor, raw. So I'm like, can I bring anything as a gift? She was like, yeah, everything with food related. So, and they had two teenage daughters, and the dad, he showed me the castle, the real Castle Dracula, not the one that you see in Winnie 2 or other movies. That's in Yugoslavia, actually. And told me all the history. And it was just awesome. It was different. So, yeah, that was my first different trip. But yeah, but now I totally got off topic, sorry. But yeah, but hi, Sue again. Sue
Hey,
again,
so.
hi. Oh yeah, I like to piss off my mom. Well, no, I didn't like to piss off my mom because I was actually a good teenager. I know this, for some of you, this sounds hard to believe. Yeah, but I was. But that was the only thing she couldn't forbid me to walk around like Robert Smith from The Cure because I had to go to school. So I boycotted the system and the parent house system. So yeah, but I would like to see places like Nepal or anything, but my goal is still England or Scotland to go there one day because I feel home there. That's where I got a lot of charge energy-wise and had an awesome time there. So that is my goal in this life. Just mentioning that for the ones above, for the universe. Oh, she wants to go. Oh, she wants to live in England. Cool. We take notice of that. Maybe. No, I mean in this life.
Does anybody else want to come on, talk? While we sitting up here talking in Zoom?
Yeah, come on.
I got to put the numbers in again.
Snakes? Who said snakes? If I meditate on a dream,
I'm on a roll, y'all.
Oops.
That was the first thing. I got it to work, so yeah.
Yay! Yeah, I can't sleep very well either lately. Like I get tired on the most inconvenient times, like at work or in the morning. Like I'm totally a night owl.
I've been sleeping a little bit better.
You sleep better?
I am. I wasn't sleeping too good, but I just started sleeping a little bit better.
No. Like I always wake up at the same time at night.
I do too. Like 12, 2, 4.
It's annoying. It's annoying.
It is.
Like Sunday, I couldn't sleep for the love of it. Like I went to bed at 11:30, just forcing myself. So you gotta lay down now, you gotta sleep. Then I was lying there, dozed off. At 2 I woke up and then I was up till 5:30, 6. And then I fell asleep again. I should have just stayed up. And I fell asleep for half an hour until my alarm went off and I almost had a heart attack.
You wake up Raven.
I was like, oh, what was that? The Russians are here, help. What? Oh. Yeah, me neither, IOX. And that new moon was a little too much for mommy. Like, it was a little too charged. Yes, 3 a.m. I wake up at 3 a.m. Except on Sunday, I woke up at 2, but then I decided to stay up all night. But usually I always wake up at 3. Yeah, right, Anja? When you're between the realms, that's when the sun rises, when you're like between the realms, and everybody knows if you know, on a weekend, if you fall back asleep in the morning, or even just take a nap when you have those vivid, weird dreams where you think, what the hell was that? Yeah, I'm a child of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dreams are weird anyways. Yeah.
So do you work with spirits, Anja?
Yeah. Odin and Thor.
Other spirits?
What?
Do you work with other spirits?
Depends on what I do. Sometimes Freya or Canonas, sometimes Heal, or known as Hecate or Morrigan. They're all pretty much the same.
Oh, Ed.
666 and snakes. Oh my God. Lord, have mercy.
My goodness, I'm trying to focus. Yeah.
Yeah, I do that when I do my healing work as well, right? I work with my energies, I work with my dragon energy, and I work, yeah, like I said, with Odin, Freya, Thor.
How about like other spirits such as soul spirits, other people's spirits?
Oh, you mean if I see them like dead people? I mean dead soul spirits? Yeah, yeah, I do. Like that started many years ago that I started seeing them. And don't get Anja started. Why?
Sexercise. Really,
Wait,
Angela?
this exercise. I thought we passed the watermelon moment. Well, someone said today he had no shame, and I almost cracked up. I almost died laughing. Yeah, I do see spirits. I mean, first of all, I live next to a cemetery. When I drive by there, I see the same every morning. It's like almost like, what's up? Right? But they don't bother me or anything. It started a while back that they came to me to ask for help. But over the course of the year, it got more difficult for me. Not difficult for me. It's more like spirits that are caught here for too long. Good night, Sue. Sleep well. Nighty, nighty. It's more spirits that are here for too long, like centuries, and they don't even remember. I mean, they don't remember anyways, but those are in such a dark state that they start getting nasty, like where you sense them really, where you, like some people get that scaredy feeling or feel uneasy. So yeah, I do help them to leave. So, but in order to do that, I have to find out what it is. So the same as I do with my healing, I can connect with them, with their energy, and then I see what happened, and then I can explain it and send them off their way. There is the art spirit that is just not willing to do that and gets really nasty. Then I have them, they get taken away, and I don't know where they're going. And the light where they are going in is actually not a bright white light, it's actually more yellowish. So I can't confirm the white light, but people see it's more yellowish. But it's nice, and I don't always see that, right? That like all of a sudden, like, it's not like that. For me, I don't see it really.
Mm-hmm. Well,
What do you see spirits?
Out of my pineal vision, they call it. Sometimes I might see, like a cloud. I can feel them. I can feel a touch.
Yeah.
I do feel like I have an attachment. You know, um, I ain't really keen on seeing spirits, dead people.
It's not that I see them like in front of me, like I see you.
But I think about the little boy.
Yeah.
Saying, I see dead people. And I'm like, he's seeing all these dead people standing around him. And that's like in my brain, so I'm like, I don't want to see dead people.
Yeah, no, I don't see them.
It's kind of like in the back of my head. So I'll be like, I really don't want to see no dead people. So I'm a little skittish on that because I don't want to open my eyes. Every time I look at my eyes, I see somebody.
Yeah, it's like sometimes I just get goosebumps or whatever, or I just feel it so present. Mm-hmm. And then I try to ignore it. I'm like, nope, I'm off tonight. Fuck off, right? Like, not tonight. Like, really not tonight. Like, seriously not in the mood. But yeah, that's
some of them it's not gonna leave you alone. They're gonna follow you around and all this. They ain't gonna just leave because you asked them to. And
yeah, it's like
got some hard-headed ones. And
yeah, and most do. Yeah, and those are really the ones where really something very bad happened to. And it's not nice.
Sometimes people die too. That's not a good feeling. Yeah, that's not a good feeling.
And I told that story before. My daughter had one in our house, but she got an antique piece of furniture, and I mentioned it, I think, last week. That story, or like really wanted to slap her because she knows better, because she has a gift too. She just doesn't want to deal with it. And that thing was really nasty. It scared my daughter. It scared my granddaughter. And then I get mad. Don't scare my babies, both of them. Even though my one baby is 23, she's still my baby. And I was like, get over here. You're coming with me, right? And then I tried to get rid of it. And they don't look pretty. I mean, it's not that they look like zombies, like one eye dripping down. It's just very dark, like very not nice.
Twin Crow wants prayer. She said something random just happened outside her home.
But Johan, yeah.
Twin Crow needs prayers. She said something just happened outside her home.
What?
Twin Crow asked for prayer. Something just happened outside her home.
What happened?
Hmm? It could have been anything. There's so much going on in this world.
Yep, it is. My grandson, unless the spirit gives me money, I know if
it could have been a shooting and a thing. Just, you know, y'all just keep their hands around their family, or family, and just, you know, hope that everything is good with them. Nobody was hurt.
Oh, gee. Who didn't follow your advice, Delaney? I didn't read that.
Oh, my goodness. She said somebody came up and vandalized her husband's car.
Oh, great. Why? You know?
And then the chills just came up out my body. So my energy, ooh, I think that's my energy rising up, trying to send to you, twin girl.
But it is, yeah.
I think I just sent you a burst of energy, sweetheart.
Yeah, me too.
I felt that.
I got it. I got it. I understood what you meant. Oh, I'm sorry, Twin Girl.
That just came about me right there. I can't stand that. People work too hard for that stuff.
Like last week, someone broke into my car and they didn't steal anything. They just messed up my car. Nothing was stolen. I mean, there was nothing to steal. Maybe someone walked by, or maybe Odin ditched them with on the head. It wasn't live readings from the Book of Philip, and it happened. Why the hell?
Just sending you some positive energy, baby, around you and your home.
Just some stupid prick trying. Was it just your car? Or other cars in the neighborhood? Sometimes you have just stupid people just doing stupid random shit. When I was in England, they went around here and just stepped car tires. Parking cars, like a whole block full of cars that the car tires stabbed.
Yes. No, they didn't stretch you. It can stretch you and test your faith.
Yeah, no fear. Very low life. Did your husband get him?
Did he do a lot of damage?
Yeah.
That's the question. Okay. Yeah, we are here. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I just come up and vandalize somebody's vehicle. I don't understand that.
Me neither. Do they just walk by and decide all of a sudden, no, let's just do
Tear
it?
up
Or
somebody's car.
I'm bored or something? Let's just, I don't like the windshield wipers or what?
I don't get it.
I mean,
Oh, he was in a car.
I'm not a violent person either, but when it comes down to it, yeah, I get violent. I could get violent.
Yeah, I mean, a BMW?
What? Or did he thought you were someone else, maybe? No, that sounds like it. Got stuck on the wrong drug or something.
How is? Yeah, he probably was on something.
Yeah. Maybe the BMW wasn't even his. Maybe it was stolen too. Who knows? You know?
It is getting bad.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, even here, it's actually where I live pretty quiet, but I mean, luckily my car wasn't touched, but 2 blocks or something, all the cars parked out, they all stepped the car tires overnight. For many, many cars, just because. Why? And car tires are expensive. I mean, a full set of car tires.
Wow.
I mean, luckily.
We got to get our powers up, y'all.
Yep, we got to.
We got to get our powers up.
Raise the pipes and kick some ass.
I seen one video where somebody was flying. We might need to start being able to fly. We might need to be able to fly.
I got that one to fly.
I don't know whether she was on a broom or not. I think we didn't advance from that, Anja. I don't use brooms no more. That's back in the days. We don't use brooms no more.
That's big enough. I got room for plenty on there.
You old school. You old school. We don't use brooms no more.
No more. We just take care. We just take off.
We just take off now.
Just beam me up, Scotty.
Yeah.
Touchy magic once, yeah. Anyways.
No. I got you on here. I know you got to go to work. I'm not gonna keep you too long. We'll have fun with you though.
Yeah, that was fun. We gotta do that again.
Who your card? I sure will. Well,
of course. I was waiting for that.
You got your cards?
I got my cards.
They got us both right here, might as well.
Right?
Well, true, but still, it's they, it's like it's my property. Why you damaging my property? I didn't do nothing to you. I'm not messing with your property. Don't mess with my property.
Yeah.
I work hard for my stuff. It might not be much, but I work hard for my little stuff.
The only time I ever beat a guy in the face was when my daughter was 7. She was walking the dog and she came back without the dog and was crying. I said, what happened? I thought the dog took off because he was an Irish setter, a little bigger. And she said, no, he kicked the dog and he slapped me. And I saw a hand on her face, that someone slapped her. I was down so fast. And I said, what has happened? She was like, the guy with the no hair. There was always one of those guys that has to hang out of the window and bitch. I didn't even put my shoes on. I was down there so fast. So I walked to the place where he has his garage, where I know where he's always. I went in there. He saw me coming, and then the first thing he probably was my fist in his face. I had to go see a doctor after because that's just Hollywood. If you punch someone in the face and you think your fist doesn't hurt after, it does. And then he was like, what the fuck? What? I said, you touch my daughter one more time and I kill you. And then someone from the balcony was cheering. He was like, do it again, kick him. And I'm like, oh shit, witnesses, right? I could have gone to jail for that, just no matter what happened before. So, and I say, you touch my daughter one more time. I say, or the dog. I say, and then the dog came to me running. He was just walking back and forth. And he was like, well, your dog, my dog didn't shit. A second thing, don't touch ever again. I say, whenever you will see us, you will change the road, the side of the street. I say, I will hurt you even worse. And meantime, my daughter crawled up behind me. I didn't see she followed me out. She was like, Mom. And I'm like, oh shit, she saw that, right? Like, I was furious. I'm like, it's okay, honey, we go. Oh, I was so mad. I was really ready to jump in, but I knew it was illegal against the law. So, but then I had to go and see a doctor because my hand was swollen. I went to the doctor and I'm like, shit. I was home. I'm like, ouch. In movies, it looks so easy. So I went to the doctor. Hey, pretty boy again. So I went to the doctor. I'm like, ouchie. He was like, what did you do? So I fell. You fell. I'm like, he was like, in what phase did you fall? I'm like, what? I'm like, I slipped. He was like, did you punch someone? I'm like, I forgot. I said, I fell. I forgot. He was like, you hurt your head too? I'm like, yeah. But anyways, he x-rayed. It was okay. That was oh. Now it's funny. Back then it wasn't funny, right? Because I was really ready to strangle him. But at least I broke his nose. I almost broke my hand, but it was worth it. But that was the only time I ever got violent. And I would still do it if someone touches my girls.
Good for you, Anja.
Shit, that hurt. For 2 weeks.
Okay. Johan, let me reach you your cards, baby.
Yeah.
I'll pull you a Cancer. And it says the home within, the resting place of the spirit, the earth mother, our point of contact with the material realm. This energy nurtures the soul and generates the flowering of the energies of this life. You awake to the real world. This energy heals and comforts. Then I pull the law of free will. And it says full responsibility for direction and action are yours. You come into the realization of the power within and begin to open to the universe and the potential that is there. By exerting the free will, you acknowledge responsibility for all your actions and reactions. The seeds of creation are within this energy. By using this energy, you come into inner power and find inner direction. Then I pull the initiation card. Rebirth in spirit. A threshold has been crossed. The light within brightens. Transformation of the spirit self. The rites of passage for the soul. A conscious choice has been made. A testing period ended. New purpose within life and reality. The light dawns and the shadows are scattered.
They were nice. So I got a nice one. I got the ruby and it says shine. So don't be afraid to shine, just let it all out. Like you have the potential. And I got the Hierophant. And as you can see, the two dragons, they're two different forces. So what it tells me is, if you're in your balance, if you put all your strength together, I mean, here's the light in the back, that's your goal, from what I feel. Pull your strength together. You got it in you, together with that card, shine, and you will reach your goal. So that's what I got.
What are y'all talking about?
I have no idea. I think that just...
Cards are crazy for you?
Thought they were for Johan. Huh? Those cards were for Johan, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Fancy wants some cards too? Did you hear a thing we said, Johan? No,
Oh, Fancy Feather wants some cards?
Yeah, no, Fancy, they weren't for you. They were for Johan.
She needs some cards too? I didn't see her when she asked for them.
Johan, who? We just read your cards, you ding dong.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, we just read your cards.
Who you thought
Now
that
you
was
gotta
for?
rewatch. No, they weren't for you, Fancy. We're gonna do yours now. They were for Johan. And that little donkey didn't listen.
He was going back and forth with Anton. And I was. I think.
Okay. Okay, Fancy, they're for you now.
Oh my goodness. Men talk, I guess. I got the Gemini card. Says a balance within duality. Higher and lower, male and female, are interwoven to create a power that is new and most exciting. Intense integration of all aspects. Dualities offer options not previously considered.
Johan.
And I pull Capricorn, the direction finder, the worker. This energy draws from logic and reason, a need for wisdom that can be seen, felt, and comprehended. Focused, dedicated energy, spirit, and action. Then I pull the Sagittarius. Says the wandering philosopher within, freedom and bursts of creative energy. This energy is full of excitement, truth, faith, and believing. This energy asks for a movement and seeks greater breadth of expression. New awareness offers greater understanding of your life's opportunities. So you Anja.
So I got the labradorite. So you need to take action. It seems like you have a decision to make. So is it for yourself? Is it the real deal? So, but you need to take action. So, and once you take the action and you make your decision, that's the Ace of Wands, and you know, new ideas will be grown. You know, maybe a new way of life. I mean, I'm talking inner way of life. So they're coming out, right? So I just feel that that has nothing to do with projects, that's yourself. Like you really need to take action and do some inner work on yourself, and then, you know, tear down the wall, I would say. And once you do that, you have the sun, and then you will really glow. That's what I got.
All right. They having fun in the chat room. I don't know what's going on in the chat.
Yeah. They're having a party. They're drunk, both of them. You're very welcome.
You're welcome. All right, Anja. I know I need to let you get some sleep, girl.
Yeah, I have to get up. Other than that, I would hang here forever. But I got to.
So thank you, Anja, for letting me.
Thanks for having me as your number one here. That was fun. I'm your first.
First. Yes, you're my first.
I broke it in.
I'm broken.
No, it's over. No, I broke it in.
I just knew somebody would say something on that. Okay. Didn't nobody, okay. Anyway, but
because they're having their own party, then we have our party here.
I don't know what they're doing. But you get you some sleep, girl, and thank you for coming on with me.
Well, thank you for having me.
And you have to, I don't know, we might be able to switch it over to, you can use it. I'm not sure. I don't know how, you just got to show me what to do. But you can try to use it if you can. I don't know. I just had to give you the password so you can try to use it if you can. You know.
Yeah,
have some guests on.
It is possible, I think, now with a laptop.
No. Good night, child.
Okay, good night, everyone. In the chat. That was
good
fun.
Night, y'all. If they even hear us, good night. If they
they keep on talking and talking.
I think they hear us. Well, good night, Anja.
Okay, good night, Lois. Love you.
Love you too, baby.
Talk to you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.